It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Falcons under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Completes this one to Pickens. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Nix to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And his throw here is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, Olsen. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. "33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Still going. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Robinson with another carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The give now to Abanikanda. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun on 3rd down. Olsen, he finds his man, complete. It's Cannon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Olsen. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. He's got room at the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. White going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Olsen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Watson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Nix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Go. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Nix. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
an absolutely filthy gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Olsen. And complete once again to Watson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They run straight ahead here with White. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. White, running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking to throw. Olsen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Olsen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing Nix. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 3rd down and very long. Now it's Nix. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Operating from the gun. Olsen. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They will run with White out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, Abanikanda shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Olsen. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Back to throw. Nix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Algier is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw. Olsen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Arnold Ebiketie now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Olsen. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Olsen got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Nix. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. 49ers are right back in this football game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Watson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Motion man is Shakir. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Shakir hauls it in. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Operating from the gun, Olsen has his man. It's Shakir. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Operating from the gun, Olsen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 5. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Falcons offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Here's Nix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.